Hi, this is Ronnie with another video about songwriting. So, a lot of people make a mistake of trying to make the chords first or write the chords first, and it's important to become a master of harmony. It's important to master the art of putting chords together and which ones work. And by work, I know some people want to say, well, they want to try and create some kind of new sound or new thing or weird stuff, but every combination, every variation has been tried. There's nothing new under the sun. You just have to find your own feeling for it, your own flavour, add your own flavour to it, your own personal touch to it. So the chords that work together for a specific kind of almost mathematical reason, and they resonate with us on some special level. So don't try and, recreate the wheel here. Listen, learn the chords that work together, and you'll find that the chords that work together fit into keys. So for guitar players, one of the most common key to play in is the key of G. Now it's kind of difficult to describe what you mean by a key, but you'll hear people say that, I'm writing this, I'm playing this song in this key and that key. It's difficult to actually think what that means or to explain it to someone. But the same patterns go throughout the different keys, so that's why you can play a song in any key, because you just take that pattern and transpose it to a different set of chords that have the same relationship as the chords in the first key you were transposing it from. So really it's about relationships of harmony, but don't want to get too complex with that. But if you learn the chords in various keys, then you quickly learn what works together. What that allows you to do is you'll save time in trying to find what the next chord is. You're looking for the next chord, you can hear it in your mind, but you just can't, you can't find it on the guitar. But if you know the chords that all work together, then you know what you're looking for. Alternatively, if you know that the chord you're looking for isn't one that flows as nicely, that's a bit of a change, then you know it's not within the key, so you need to look outside. So for example, in the key of G, the G major scale can be turned into chords, and the chords would be G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major or D7, and then we get up to E minor, and then F sharp, diminished technically, but it could be F sharp over D if you know what that chord is. So when you know that, just a little exercise would just be to focus on those chords, and even focus on half of those chords. Don't turn this into a big, trying to put every chord together. Take half of the chords, like say, a lot of songs would be written with G, C, D, all major, and E minor. So G major, C major, D major or D7, and E minor. So play about with those, see how many different ways you can play them. Work on the rhythms. So you don't want to just be 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you're on piano, whatever instrument, like G, 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 C, 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 D, D, D. You want to find different interesting rhythms. That's how you're going to make those things sound individual, even though everyone's used those chords thousands of times. You add your own rhythm to it, and that really changes the feel of it. But it's always going to work, they're always going to sound good. Now that's more about learning the flow of harmony, the flow of chords. You need to learn that, you need to know that. You need to be able to listen to songs and start and be able to pick it up. It's a good exercise to stop for a while, stop going to books and internet resources and just play along. just try and play along with songs and work them out. And you know, in guitar it'll generally be in the key of G, D, C, E maybe. So you try and do that. You just make sure that, yeah, it's recording, sorry. You try and do that so that when you go to write a song, you're not interrupted by trying to find the chords. You flow with chords, you've got a natural thing, you know how chords work together. And the only way you do it is by playing other people's songs, playing them over and over. It kind of creates like neuromuscular patterns that you start to recognise and get a feel for, and then it just starts becoming more and more natural. But every song should be started, really, I believe, from the melody. If the melody's not there, there's no real point in pursuing it. You want to get a melody going, and the melody really, you have to focus on trying to find melodies, concentrate on melodies, think about melodies. And the magical thing here is that everything else can fall into place around a melody. If you get chords, a great chord rhythm, or chord progression, sorry, there's an unlimited amount of melodies that can go along with that chord progression. Absolutely unlimited. But if you've got a melody, there's a very limited amount of chords that will actually make it work. So that's why it's easier to get the thing that's the most unlimited thing, the melody, the hook. Usually I would start with the hook. If you've got a good hook, then it's worth putting the time to put a song around. Where the melodies come from is a whole mystical thing, but essentially you need to be a student of melody, a student of chords, a student of rhythm, and you need to know how to put it all together, a student of the structure of songwriting, and that's it. But learn the chord thing, practice chords, work it out, write out all the different chords in the different keys. I can maybe do that for you. And when you've done that, then you don't start from chords. Try not to start from chords. Some people will do that, and it can trigger melodies. But you might get into the thing of you've got this great chord sequence that you play over and over and over and over, and you can never do anything with, and you don't want to get there. You don't want to be precious about anything in your songwriting. So if you've just got the most amazing chord progression, don't worry. You've got hundreds more in you. You know, don't worry about remembering some amazing melody you came up with. You've got many more melodies within you that will come out in time. So have that kind of confidence. And so just to go over that again, learn other people's songs, learn the classic songs, find the patterns, learn about keys, and restrict yourself when you're practicing to try and write things and stuff to playing just the chords that were within certain keys together, whether that's major keys or minor keys. It's likely to be major keys, just because that's where popular music comes within. And work on that to develop a natural flow of knowing which chords move together and sound good together. Okay, thank you. And subscribe to my website. Thank you, bye.